Hello, gang. How are you doing? This is for Leo's Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I am uploading a video tonight to let you know why I tell you to check the various placements in your chart when you watch me as well as other tarot readers, right? And if you don't know that information, you can get it for free in the description box below this video, right? So we're going to look at love. We're going to look at love for if you're dealing with somebody, singles. If you're single, not looking, we're going to add that to this reading, as well as family and money. And then at the end, overall advice about everything, right? So if you haven't already done so, of course, subscribe to my channel, right? I love hearing from you guys in the comments, you know, suggestions, thoughts, anything of that nature always means a lot, right? So Leos, if you're dealing with somebody, maybe somebody on your mind, somebody you're crushing on, somebody from the past, or you may be in a relationship, situationship, just take what resonates from this reading, right? Here we go. Their energy coming up, then yours, and we'll get a probable outcome. Okay, their energy. Well, Leos. Ooh. Okay, well, let's see here. All right. You know what? It's, Leo. Okay. All right. Leo, I don't know what's going on. It's kind of weird. Okay, let's just throw out the zodiac signs, then we're going to give the caveat that the zodiac signs are not the most important part of the reading. That may or may not be what resonates, Leos, okay? Well, Three of Cups, okay, I said this, water, air, Aries, Pisces, and Earth, you know, so we've got a couple of major arcanas here, okay? But at any rate, okay. All right, okay. I feel like your person is, you know, in your person's energy, you've got disharmony, you've got a loss of spark, a loss of purpose, right? You know, some things that are kind of harmful actions and words, right? Three of Cups reversed, Seven of Cups reversed often means, you know, the Seven of Cups means, you know, oftentimes kind of feeling like a lack of purpose, can feel stuck, like no options out there. Four of Swords in the upright is, you know, the other thing that's in your person's energy, you know, kind of taking a break and doing some healing. Now, this can go either way. This can be their perception of you or their energy. So take what resonates. It may be you that's kind of taking a step back from things, dealing with this, okay? I don't know, but, you know, the Four of Swords is all about kind of, you know, coming out of a strain and kind of taking a break, a rest, okay? Kind of taking a time out, you know, going inward to do some work, which is pretty cool. But, you know, over in your energy, you know, we've got Mr. My Way or the Highway. And again, the tarot is genderless, but the Emperor reversed is arrogant, many times controlling, okay? Can have narcissistic tendencies. And you know, I'm almost hesitant to use that word, narcissist, because, you know, there are a lot of people who have narcissistic tendencies, but they don't have full-blown narcissistic personality disorder. I believe that narcissistic behaviors can many times be on a spectrum, but a total NPD doesn't have any empathy or ability to understand or put themselves in other people's shoes and feel badly for them whenever they are suffering, okay? So, you know, whether you're dealing with a true narcissist or not, I don't know. But somebody's fooling themselves too. The moon reversed, okay? Yeah, and the Ten of Pentacles is all about loss, okay? All about just a kind of like a fall from grace. And, you know, it speaks to endings, you know, especially when you see a 10 like that, that would be positive, but it's in the reverse. I mean, I don't know if you guys went through a breakup or whether it's something that you're considering or what, you know, but it really, really, just did not go well. Okay, in the, you know, in the probable outcome, you know, Ten of Cups reversed, just not happening, okay? Ace of Swords in the upright, right? That speaks to truth coming out, you know, cutting things out, you know, that, you know, many times that resonate, right? I think for you, if this is your story, you know, then certainly it speaks to you having a lot of inner strength from going through this, okay? And, you know, you being triumphant and victorious in spite of the circumstances, having a lot of clarity after coming out of this, okay? You know, I think you might have dealt with some addictive behavior. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, okay? Many times, not, a lot of times when you see high pentacles like that, it can indicate that somebody didn't feel like it was worth their time anymore, to move forward with things. If that happened to you, truly, truly sorry, Leo. The advice in the Queen of Pentacles is to, don't fear loss. Live without the fear of loss, right? Trust the process, right? Of course, do the shadow work, right? Develop confidence in yourself, and following your own intuition is definitely what this is about. Ten of Cups, has to do with going to, people that you trust for, support and help. If you got your heart broken, that would definitely, be advised. Three of Cups is pretty much the same thing. Tune in with family and loved ones and spend time with them, all right? Having self-confidence. Emperor is all about, stepping into your power, right? And, the Moon is all about trusting your intuition and following your intuition, doing energy work, okay? So, if this is your story, and I don't know if this resonates or not, you may want to check some other placements. If it doesn't, I would definitely just, for those of you who have gone through this, understand we've all been there, and, tough times, I get it. But you know what? You have to look at what, you were doing energetically, as far as attracting this type of situation into your world, right? So, okay, it's all about healing and getting better and moving forward, getting off of the hamster wheel and taking a time out, right? That may be why that Four of Swords came up like that, because maybe somebody is doing that or needs, just a gentle nudge to remember to do that, right? It's not about how long it's been. It's all about what you've done since, a relationship ends, right? That's very true. And different, it has nothing to do with how long you were with someone. The timeline on healing is very unique to every situation. It depends on you. It depends on the nature of the connection. It depends on how much you fight, the shadow work and stuff instead of doing it. It may take a long time. It may not. A lot of it depends on you. And a lot of it depends on the nature of the connection. These strong, intense soul connections can leave you reeling whenever they go south, okay? And so anyway, if you are single as a Pringle and you are interested in what might be coming your way, this part of the reading might be for you. So let's take a look. Sometimes we get more than one energy out there. Sometimes we get red lights, green lights, etc. So Leo, let's see what we need to know going forward, okay? All right. Let's cut the deck one time and we got it. Okay, Leos? All right. Somebody may have you're feeling, you know what? You may be feeling very nostalgic. But you know what, Leo? Single Leos, whatever's in your future is pretty darn good. Could be from the past, could involve children, okay? Maybe blending families or something of that nature. Six of Cups, okay? So that can mean a couple of different things, but definitely, leaving you with a feeling of nostalgia, right? May mean that it just gives you the opportunity to see things, the beauty of things like you did whenever, you were a child. It's kind of like, going back, it's not a naivety and it's not an immaturity. It's about seeing the beauty of things, when you were still a child and you didn't know that, evil was actually in the hearts of men, right? The Nine of Cups, beautiful, man, beautiful. That's the wish card. That is material and emotional fulfillment. Love, love, love it. Six of Wands, great card. All about, you know, a victorious energy. By the way, this is water and fire. Maybe, maybe not. You know, but here again, Six of Wands, oh, that's one of my favorite cards of the deck because that is literally being respected and recognized, okay? It can be, you know, kind of a natural born leader, but definitely the card of action. When you get wands like that, sometimes it can mean somebody having a lot of charisma, okay, physical attraction, okay, very passionate many times, right? You know, fire energy is very, you know, fiery, but you know what? If the person is doing their energy work, I mean, I personally love fire signs. Hello, Leo. That could even be your energy, right? Six of Wands is my I'm fine regardless card. So I think many of you Leos are really, really poised to have someone really viable coming in. So happy for you. Okay, and look at that Empress on the bottom of the deck. Whoa, that'd be the Queen of all queens. And again, the tarot is genderless. That's a nurturer, long-term commitment card. Okay, many times can mean motherhood, pregnancy, family, that sort of thing. Beautiful card, right? Very balanced energy, you know. And there's your Knight of Wands, right? Again, charismatic, bringing in good news. Very independent, doesn't need the approval of other people. Vibing his vibe. And again, the tarot is genderless. Okay, and that was fire and Aries energy specifically on those two cards. Okay. Leos, if you are taking a break, if you're single, you're kind of taking a break. Maybe you're healing, just taking a break. Going to do a quick snapshot of your energy, get you a little advice, okay? All right, we're going to cut one more. There we go. All right. Well, you may be feeling nostalgic too, okay? You know, allow yourself to imagine the impossible. Have self-confidence, okay? Don't resist healing, okay? And you know what? I mean, you've got the Ten of Swords reversed here. You know, you don't want to be in victim mentality here, okay? You don't want to be overly focused, you know, on trying to gain sympathy, okay, and being overly dramatic, right? Why is that so important? Okay, here's why. All right, first of all, and I get into a lot of this in my playlist for, you know, self-improvement. I think I talk about this very thing and how to deal with heartbreak. And I also talk about it, you know, in a lot of my other, you know, I think it's in Law of Attraction where I touch on this as well. But okay, here's the thing. Okay, you have to look at whatever happened that's causing you to feel this way. And you have to understand, you know, karma is not, you know, like people think, where there's this, you know, old man in the sky with a long white beard and he's saying, okay, you did good, I'm going to send good things to you. You did bad, I'm going to send, no, it has nothing to do with this. And this is going to answer why bad things happen to good people, okay? Because you know how it doesn't seem to make sense? Here's why. Okay, you attract based on where you are in your energetic vibration, okay? You attract what you fear. You attract what you're focused on. You attract what you run from, you know, as far as, you know, the whole runner chaser thing. And I could, you know, I'm going to do some more stuff about that too. But at any rate, you attract, you know, you attracted something into your life, okay? As soon as you can realize that, that's going to take you out of victim mode and put you in the driver's seat of your car, which is really where you've always been, right? But people in victim mode are all about gaining sympathy and attention. And yes, I mean, I love you, but I'm calling you out, okay? This is not healthy. It's toxic if this is you, okay? You know, just take a look and understand what you're doing to yourself. If you wallow in that mess and, you know, keep saying, I'm a victim of a narcissist, I'm a victim of this, I'm a victim of that, you know, and, you know, I mean, I'm just going to be honest. I came up in an abusive household. I'm going to be honest with you. So it's what I thought was normal, right? I never, you know, was an abuser. I mean, not to say that abused can't become abusers. Oftentimes that happens. But, you know, for me, you know, I came into these, you know, relationships and, you know, I didn't understand. But, you know, the truth of the matter is I didn't realize it then. You know, I thought I was, you know, this victim and survivor and all this. And I am a survivor, but I didn't survive abuse. Okay, I survived myself. Let me just preach here for a minute. Okay, sorry, Leos. But anyway, okay, yes, because, you know, looking back, I was just as much to blame for the crappy things that I did too, okay? You know, in a codependent / abusive relationship, both people are sick, okay? Sorry, calling it out. I was one. So there's no shame in your game if that's where you are or where you've been. It's all about learning and seeing and going forward and getting better, right? So get out of victim mode and take power over your life. That's when you're, you know, because you're giving your power to somebody else, okay? It's not in their hands. It's in your hands. You decide what your life is going to be like. Point blank, period. The end. Okay. Sorry, I had to preach a little sermon there, but okay. This is probably going to be, you know, too long of a video. Okay. But you know what? I think you're focused on the disharmony and, you know, on hurtful actions. Okay. But, you know, I think you're looking back on maybe the 6 of Cups came up because you're still kind of stuck in the past, you know. So my advice to you is to lay low for a while. Don't take any actions. Keep your heart safe. Keep your boundaries up, okay? Trust the process and assess the damage and watch my videos about shadow work. Okay, I'm not the end all be all. You could read and, you know, write and talk about shadow work for days and days and days and still not cover everything. My videos are made in an effort to get you started, right? Excuse me. All right, singles. Sorry I went off on that, but you know what? When I see those cards, I got to talk about it, okay? Do not be resistant to healing, because here's what happens. If you're hung up on your past and you won't forgive your ex, okay, you're harboring bitterness, and bitterness is rooted in pain and anger, and that's going to come out in every area of your life, in your relationships with your children, your parents, your spouse, your coworkers, you know, your friends, yourself, which is horrific, okay? You can tear yourself apart, right? You know, I mean, there's a reason for that, you know, often many, many times repeated. Forgiveness is for you, okay? Do that for you. Love yourself enough to forgive other people, right? Let them go. You know, wish them well and send them on. That's high vibrational, by the way. And that, you know, that's all about kind of raising your vibration. Yeah. So, okay. All right, Leos, we are going to talk about your family. We are going to make some observations and get some advice there, okay? All right. Family dynamic. I do this because it affects so many areas of our life, right? What's going on in the family, okay? So we're just going to kind of go from here. All right, Leos, let's pull you 3. Okay, well, you may have gotten a new home recently. 4 of Wands. That's all about happiness in the home. I mean, that's the 1111 card. And, you know, you can see the parents and the child. Excuse me. Sorry about that. But you've got the World card. All about completion and great self-awareness, right? Beautiful card. Happiness, right? You know, the world is ready for the next phase of the journey, right? Success, fulfillment, and then you've got the Hierophant, which is a beautiful card. It's a card of divine guidance many times, very wise, traditional rule follower, okay? So maybe some of you just got married. I don't know, because these 2 cards, you know, specifically when they come out together, often speak to, you know, the altar, right? I mean, just saying, you know, so maybe someone made a commitment recently, but, you know, this is all about, you know, this is beautiful. Whatever's going on in your family dynamic, Leo, super happy. See, and what's interesting about this reading is different aspects of this reading are totally different. And this, again, supports what I talk about why it's important to check the various placements in your sign, because different parts of this reading are probably going to, you know, resonate differently depending on your zodiac placement, because, you know, different parts of this reading are totally different vibrationally. Okay, let's look at your money, Leos. Let's look at your money. Money, 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 right? I think Pink Floyd also sings about money, right? Probably showing my age here. Okay. All right, money for the Leos. Okay. All right, I like it. Okay, Seven of Wands, all about overcoming things, right? Gifted and abilities, you know, having everything it takes to be a winner and to succeed, right? The Seven of Wands is talking about now's the time to move forward, right? Pushing beyond your normal limits, right? Keep that in mind, okay? Three of Cups, again, kind of interesting. All about tuning in with other people, right? In a sense of money, it's all about networking, getting your name out there, you know, especially if you're looking for a job or if you're in a job and you're just trying to get recognized. Okay, get out there and show yourself, right? Talk yourself up. If you're self-employed, you know that networking is the name of the game, right? All about being visible. You know, the Six of Swords is all about, you know, again, taking action. Don't get distracted and don't worry about what other people think, right? Have a cool head, right? You know, recognize, you know, and act on, you know, your good timing and your good thinking, right? Your quick thinking. I think it, you know, really points to positive things coming in the areas of money. Certainly the Six of Wands is all about, oh, and this was water and fire, okay? So take what resonates. Let's get you some advice from my deck, right? And we'll get you some Moonology as well, Leos. But if you haven't already done so, of course, subscribe to my channel, comment below, like, and of course, you know, you can see how to book a personal reading down below as well. All right, this is a deck I made. It's kind of a cheesy little 3x5 deck. The cards are flimsy, so it's really hard to shuffle. But this is little quotes and sayings that have a lot of meaning, that speak to my soul, to the core. And so I've written them down, and when I know who said them, I give, you know, I do give credit. Sometimes I may not know who said them, so obviously, you know, some of these won't have credit. I like this one. Here you go, Leo. This is you. I never fail. Either I win or I learn. Boom. Beautiful. Love it, love it. The universe has shaken you to awaken you. Love that one. I know you've probably heard that, right? See with your heart. This is beautiful. I love this one too, right? See with your heart. I mean, if you can just understand that at our very core, what our soul is made of is divine source love, pure, okay? And when we find that and come into union with ourselves, right? And we find that, whoa, the things we can do, right? And the compassion we have, you know, and I say this a lot, and it's actually in one of my sayings, the stronger you become, the gentler you are. Okay, Leos. With that being said, I look so forward to hearing from you down below. Subscribe and like, okay? And hit me up for a personal reading if you'd like. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in the coming days. All right, and I will see you soon. Much love.